Hello, anti-novelists, Lilligans, friends, and curious onlookers. Everyone is welcome here in the library. Today, we had an amazing writing group meeting over in LiLLiPub. The link to my community is down below. Please, if you're not over there, come join us. We meet at noon on Saturday to do 2 writing sprints of 25 minutes each. Then from 1 to 2 Central Time, we workshop anything that any of us have written that we want to have critique partners for. And then from 2 to 3, we do 2 more writing sprints. So from noon to 3 Central Time, it is just an awesome community of supportive, eagle-eyed readers and writers who are gathering together to get the work done. So what I worked on today during my sprints is the chapter on the antagonist. So let's take a look over at Scrivener and I'll show you what I did. Here we are in part 3 of the book that I'm writing, Zettelkasten for Fiction, Where Imagination Finds Order, which is the book I'm writing for you to get your writing done. We're looking at part 3, which is drafting your team. Drafting your team is all about how to create the compelling, awesome characters that your readers are going to love. So in chapter 11, I break down the character types. Obviously, protagonist comes first because that's our hero and everybody loves to write their hero. What I worked on today, however, was the B section, which is the antagonist, and that is the obstacle and opposition to your main protagonist character. Now, some people would say, but wait, Victoria, isn't the antagonist the villain? No, because look, the villain down here under section E gets their own section. The villain is your hero's main adversary. Think of it this way. Your villain is characterized by number 1, being of evil or negative morality or goal. And number 2, they're out to get your hero consistently throughout the story. Okay, they represent a running hindrance. Whereas the antagonist, number 1, doesn't have to be evil. Generally, they aren't of bad moral or values. They're not a bad guy, okay? Your antagonist is simply an obstacle. So you only have to think of your antagonist as something that is consistently getting in the way of your hero's goal. The example I use in the book is this. What if your antagonist really, really, really likes the protagonist? Okay, so you've got this side character and they are just loving on the hero. The hero, however, only sees this side character as their friend. Side character is stuck in the friend zone. Okay, well, then what if your hero starts falling for this other character who the side character happens to know is a person of not very high standards? Maybe that person is known for just flirting and loving and leaving people, and your side character is genuinely concerned about your hero's well-being. So what is your side character going to do? Of course, they're going to dissuade the hero from pursuing this love interest. They're going to say, no, there's somebody out there better for you. You're too good for them. Okay? They're presenting an obstacle, but not in an evil, negative, mean way. They're coming from an honest place, but they're still presenting an obstacle. That makes them an antagonist. Let's flip that on the other side. What if your side character really has a love interest for this hero, and they are super, super jealous of the fact that the hero likes this other character? Therefore, your side character is an antagonist because they are jealous and want that hero for themselves. Slightly more dubious motivation, but still not evil, not a bad guy, just in opposition to what the hero wants, which is to pursue that love interest. So that breaks it down for you in very simple terms, how your antagonist is simply something that is standing in the way of what your hero wants. Now, some would argue that that antagonist needs to stay consistent throughout the life of the story. I am not of that opinion. I know, it's crazy. I think if it's well written, your antagonist can actually come together with your hero? What if one of them has a change in their values? Or what if they evolve in their ideals and thereby they come to see more eye to eye with that antagonist? And then, because you're an amazingly awesome writer, what if you then grow that relationship so that they become unified in the pursuit of a similar goal, which maybe is defeating the actual big bad villain, because now they see eye to eye and have come to terms? See? It could go all kinds of ways, but that's why we do our character trait work, nod to you, Kathleen Spracklin, and why we make sure that we game out how we develop our characters and our story so that we know for certain how we want to develop those relationships and keep our readers happy to the very last page. So that is my word today on antagonists, and just a quick note about protagonists. And I will continue writing on this. I'm going to write on antagonistic forces next, and then the contagonists, so I'll break those down for you in future videos. And then we will dig into my favorite person, which is the villain. Everybody loves a good villain. We're going to talk deep and wide about how to write a great villain. So, as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate your attention and your time, because I know that is our most precious resource. And get those words on the page, because they won't stay in your head forever. I will see you in the next video.